One of the hardest moments in life isn't failing, it isn't being rejected, it isn't even starting from nothing. It's looking around and realizing that no one believes in you. The people you expected to encourage you tell you to be realistic. Your friends laugh at your ideas. Your family worries you're wasting your time. The people closest to you keep asking the same question: why can't you just be normal? At first, their words hurt. Then something even more dangerous happens. You begin believing them. You start questioning your own dreams. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm aiming too high. Maybe I should just give up. If you've ever felt that way, you're far from alone. Some of the most successful people in history began their journey with almost no support, not because their dreams were impossible, but because extraordinary ideas often look unrealistic before they become reality. The uncomfortable truth is that people rarely believe in something they've never seen before. That's why waiting for validation is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. If your confidence depends on other people's approval, your dreams will always remain under someone else's control. Real confidence begins much earlier. It begins the moment you decide to believe in yourself before the evidence exists. That sounds difficult, because it is. Your brain naturally looks for proof before believing something. When everyone around you doubts your ability, your mind starts collecting evidence that supports those doubts. One failure becomes proof you're not talented. One rejection becomes proof you'll never succeed. One setback becomes proof you should quit. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Your brain searches for information that supports what you already believe. If you believe you're incapable, you'll notice every mistake. You'll ignore every improvement. You'll magnify every failure. But here's the incredible part. The opposite is also true. The moment you begin believing growth is possible, your brain starts noticing opportunities instead of obstacles. The external world hasn't changed, your perspective has. Imagine two people walking through the same forest. One is searching for danger, the other is searching for beauty. Both will find exactly what they're looking for. Your mind works the same way. It amplifies whatever you consistently focus on. That's why your internal dialogue matters so much. The words you repeat to yourself eventually become the beliefs you live by. If every challenge is followed by "I'm not good enough," your confidence slowly disappears. If every challenge becomes "I'm still learning," your confidence quietly grows. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means refusing to let temporary failures become permanent identities. There's another truth that very few people talk about. Success is often lonely in the beginning. Before people celebrate your progress, they'll question your decisions. Before they admire your discipline, they'll criticize your sacrifices. Before they respect your vision, they'll misunderstand your persistence. Think about planting a tree. For months, all the growth happens beneath the surface. People walking past see nothing. To them, it looks like wasted effort. But underground, the roots are becoming strong enough to support something much greater. Dreams grow the same way. The early stages are invisible. You're learning skills no one notices. Building discipline no one applauds. Making sacrifices no one understands. From the outside, it may look like nothing is happening. Inside, everything is changing. This is why patience becomes a superpower. Most people quit because they expect visible results too quickly. They mistake slow progress for no progress. But slow progress is still progress. Every page you read, every workout you complete, every hour you spend improving your craft, every difficult decision you make, they're strengthening roots that will eventually support a completely different life. The people who give up never reach that stage because they leave just before the breakthrough. They dig up the seed every few days to check if it's growing. Transformation doesn't work that way. It rewards consistency, not impatience. Another challenge you'll face when no one believes in you is comparison. You'll see people your age achieving success faster. You'll watch friends getting promotions. You'll scroll through social media wondering why everyone else's life seems to be moving while yours feels stuck. Comparison is dangerous because it ignores context. You don't know their struggles. You don't know their failures. You don't know the years they spent doubting themselves before sharing their victories. You're comparing your everyday reality to someone else's carefully edited highlights. It's a comparison you'll never win. Instead of asking, "Why are they ahead?" ask yourself, "Am I becoming better than I was yesterday?" That's the only competition that truly matters. Your journey has a different timeline, different challenges, different lessons. Trying to copy someone else's path only distracts you from building your own. There's something incredibly powerful about learning to walk alone, not because you don't value people, but because your purpose becomes stronger than your need for approval. When you stop expecting everyone to understand your vision, you stop wasting energy trying to explain it. You simply keep working. Quietly, consistently, patiently, and over time, those quiet days become something extraordinary. Because the habits you build in private eventually create results the world can no longer ignore. The strongest people aren't always surrounded by supporters. Sometimes they're surrounded by doubters. Yet they continue anyway, not because they're fearless, but because they've learned that belief isn't something you borrow from other people. It's something you build inside yourself, one decision at a time. There will come a moment when you'll want to quit, not because your dream is impossible, but because the journey feels too lonely. In that moment, remember this. The silence around your progress doesn't mean you're failing. It often means you're still in the stage where your roots are growing. Keep showing up, keep learning, keep improving even if no one notices, because the work you do when nobody is watching is the work that eventually changes everything. One day, the same people who questioned your decisions may admire your discipline. The same people who doubted your vision may ask how you achieved it, not because they suddenly changed your future, but because you refused to let their opinions define it. The truth is, belief from others is temporary. Self-belief is transformational. When you trust yourself, rejection becomes a lesson instead of a stopping point. Criticism becomes feedback instead of an attack. Failure becomes part of the process instead of proof that you should quit. That's the mindset that creates resilient people. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for applause. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you you're capable. The permission you've been searching for has always belonged to you. Every great achievement began with one person choosing to believe in a future that nobody else could yet see. You have that same choice today. Maybe your progress feels slow. Maybe your efforts are invisible. Maybe you're still building while everyone else seems to be celebrating. That's okay. Success isn't awarded to the people who receive the most encouragement. It's earned by the people who keep moving when encouragement is nowhere to be found. Years from now, people may only notice the results. They'll see the confidence, the achievements, and the success. What they won't see are the lonely mornings, the difficult decisions, the moments of doubt, and the countless times you chose to continue despite feeling completely alone. But you'll remember that your greatest strength wasn't having everyone believe in you. It was learning to believe in yourself until your results became impossible to ignore. And that's when you'll realize something extraordinary. You were never truly alone. Every small step, every lesson, every setback was quietly shaping the person you needed to become. The blueprint for thriving wasn't hidden in someone else's approval. It was hidden in your willingness to keep walking, even when you were the only one who believed the destination was worth reaching. Always remember, the strongest foundations are built long before anyone notices the building above them. Your character is being shaped in the quiet moments, when you choose discipline over excuses, hope over doubt, and action over fear. Those moments may never receive applause, but they are creating the future you'll one day be proud of. So keep trusting the process, even when it's lonely. Keep believing in your vision, even when no one else can see it. Because history has never been changed by people who waited for everyone's approval. It has always been changed by those who had the courage to believe in themselves first and the persistence to keep going until the world finally caught up with their vision.